But when a child is being featured in the public eye to millions of people, it becomes a public conversation. Is this how far child exploitation is now willing to go? Hi guys, I'm Tati, welcome to Tati's Media, where I get to inform you while offering my perspective on different things in the media. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Lariah and her viral line dancing videos and the controversy behind them. Firstly, I would like to preface the video by saying that I'm going to be referring to the girl at the center of the situation by Lariah. People call her Miss Shirley, but I'm going to be referring to her as her actual name, Lariah, because she's a child, not an adult. Not only that, but she's not an online character. It's important to use real names and speak respectfully while we're discussing sensitive topics like minors. So Lariah is a 4-year-old girl who went viral for her line dancing videos to the specific song called Keep On Steppin' by Mike Clark. It's a huge trending dance video on TikTok right now and also on YouTube Shorts. I see them all the time. Me and my mom are actually practicing this dance in the living room together, which is really interesting since this whole thing has happened now. Sorry mom if you're watching this. You'll probably not look at the dance the same after this video. Let's start when her mom posted a video of her dancing to this online for everyone to see, and that of course blew up on TikTok. Since then, she's been posting other videos that have gone viral, and she even ended up on the Jennifer Hudson show for this specific dance. Since her initial video went viral and the Jennifer Hudson show, she's been doing a lot of different things, appearing on more videos, at a lot of events, and performing where she was in large crowds and even unfamiliar adults. All of this just at 4 years old. Since her social media presence grew very quickly at such a young age, this has caused a lot of concerns for many people. And this is why. One being is that she's doing public performances. Lariah has been seen performing in different crowds, and at times she seems kind of exhausted, overwhelmed, and overstimulated, which is, of course a concern because she's so young. Another concern is unfamiliar interaction. She's being approached and handled by grown adults that she doesn't even know, and people feel that that's inappropriate and concerning. And now, of course, her digital footprint at just 4 years old. She has significant presence at this age online. And we're questioning who's managing her content and how it's affecting her when she gets older. How far will all this go? Especially if it seems like she's uncomfortable and overstimulated. I think with this situation, it's important to hear from others, and we love hearing from others on this channel. So let's hear what some other content creators have to say about this.
Your toddler is on OnlyFans, but you're calling us haters? When I first saw Miss Shirley's video, the little toddler doing the boots on the ground dance with a little fan and popping her hip, I thought it was a harmless little cute video. She sees everyone else doing the line dance, she's of course going to copy it, because that's what kids do. No harm in it. Then the mother started doing bookings. People questioned that at first, but I saw JoJo Siwa, she made millions of dollars for doing bookings for kids' parties and kid events. So I'm like, okay, well there's no hurt in that. No, her bookings are at nightclubs and bars. Even when she met the singer for the Boots on the Ground song, they met at a club. I don't know him from a can of paint, but I would never let a random grown man I've never met a day in my life pick up my toddler daughter. Then there's the meet and greets, y'all. Every single one of her meet and greets are just random strangers picking up that little girl and taking pictures. Mind you, there's not another child in sight. But to then go onto OnlyFans, now we know you can have an account without doing risque things. The thing about it is people can pay you to request certain videos. That is 1000% what that mother is doing. So to call us haters, we're just looking out for your daughter, because that's exactly the type of person you are.
This video is for Lariah's mom, also known as Miss Shirley. If you're not Lariah's mom, you can keep scrolling or you can stay. Hi, my name is Francesca. I am a TV writer, I'm an actress, I'm a content creator. Like so many people on this app, I've fallen in love with your daughter. She is so adorable and so talented. But I wanted to reach out because myself and many others are concerned about the way that Lariah's presence has exploded on social media. I saw her on the Jennifer Hudson show recently, which is incredible. As we know, as you get more exposure and more opportunities, there are downsides as well, and I wanted to hopefully try and give you an alternative perspective and also offer some solutions. While I don't have kids, I have worked in kids programming as an actress on the show Helpsters on Apple Plus, which was produced by Sesame Street. Also a writer on the Disney Channel's Holiday House Party and Halloween House Party, and then I've also worked with child actors as a writer and a producer when I worked on the iCarly reboot for Paramount Plus. Now I know there's been a lot of criticism and misinformation that have been spreading about Lariah, and I want to address that up front because I can absolutely understand why that's been concerning to you and off-putting. This idea that you started an OnlyFans page has been circulating, and after doing some research I found that it was actually a Facebook fan page that was labeled OnlyFan page. And as you know, the internet latches onto something and it kind of spirals into its own thing, and now people have been saying that you started an OnlyFans page, and again I understand why that's probably been really upsetting for you to hear repeated. That said, I did see that Lariah has a Facebook fan page with about 500,000 followers on it, and she's almost at 1 million followers here on TikTok, which is a huge accomplishment. One thing that I noticed is a lot of your videos have millions of views, but they also have hundreds of thousands and sometimes millions of saves, meaning that people are saving or downloading the video so that they can watch it later. there. And that's where my concern comes in, because you don't know what those people are doing with that content. And unfortunately, there are programs available that let people manipulate content of children in inappropriate ways. Something I've seen a lot of people say is, well, if you are thinking inappropriate things are going to happen to this child, that's on you, you're a weirdo. And I understand the impulse to, see the best in people and not assume the worst. But again, when you have numbers that are reaching into the millions, it just takes one person. It's the idea of, if you are reaching into a barrel of M&Ms and there's one in there that's poisonous, it's a risk. I've also seen that Lariah is doing meet and greets, and some of the locations aren't exactly child friendly, including bars. And I've seen a number of videos with adults, including grown men, picking her up. Again, I understand not wanting to assume the worst, but I hope you can understand why myself and so many others are concerned, and especially considering I do work in entertainment, and I've heard, unfortunately, too many stories from former child actors talking about being taken advantage of by people that they never expected it from. Those are situations that I would just never want your daughter to be in, and I'm sure you don't want that as well. That said, your daughter is very talented and adorable, and if a career in entertainment is what she and you hope for her, I absolutely believe that that can be possible. Some things that I would encourage you to think about is possible collaborations with someone like a Miss Rachel or a Gracie's Corner, things that are specifically designed for children rather than catering to adults. I understand the impulse to strike while the iron is hot, but luckily Lariah is very young and very talented and has a long life and hopefully a long career ahead of her, if that is what's right for the both of you. And so I just want to encourage you to let her enjoy the time of being a kid and not have to worry about performing or the confusion that might come along with adults calling her a name that's different from her own. Also, making sure that you're able to vet the opportunities that are coming in for her to set her up for success in the future. So I just want to let you know that my DMs are open. If you want to reach out to me or you need advice or help navigating any of the incoming opportunities, I'd be more than happy to help or point you in the right direction if possible. Okay, thanks for listening.
As a mother myself, the way Miss Shirley's mother is throwing her to the wolves to all these grown-ass adults for them to touch her is really irritating me. There's no reasonable justification as to why that little girl keeps on being handed off to men for her to sit on their laps. Make it make sense. Not every person that comes in contact with your child got to touch them. Why are you letting grown men put their hands on your little girl? Regardless if it's innocent or not, it's weird. And what's even weirder is the fact that Miss Shirley's mom had her do the My Johnny Gale challenge. Literally had her in the red dress and heels talking about some don't you look good tonight. She's 3. Or the fact that I just seen a video with Miss Shirley mom and Miss Shirley, and I'm tired of calling this little girl Miss Shirley, she's 3, like I said. I just seen a video of the mama and the minor toddler child doing the Glorilla challenge. And if you don't know which one I'm talking about one of the most inappropriate ones. Hair, face, ass, titties, that one. And the mama got the little girl doing all the motions and everything, and people in the comments are eating it up. Like, are y'all cool? Mama really got her doing all these grown ass dances and also talking like she grown too. Like, what are you trying to teach your daughter to be? The mama already has taught the little girl to call herself a bad girl. She be encouraging her to respond mad snarky to the hateful comments, and it's not even hateful. The comments are real. The comments are people that are genuinely concerned for the welfare of the child, even though the mama isn't. Because this diva that she's trying to raise her to be may be cute now, but it's not gonna be cute in 12 years when the attitude sticks for real. And all you grown ass adults that spend money to go see that little girl dance are weirdos just like the mom. Y'all literally paying to go see little girls hip hop. Like, shame on y'all for spending money on that, and shame on the mama for giving y'all the opportunity to do so. Okay, so I'm not gonna call this baby Miss Shirley because her name's not Shirley and she's not a miss. She's 4, okay? Her name's Lariah, and I need Lariah's mother to come to the front of the congregation because in no one's world is this okay. Okay, if you're gonna exploit your child to this degree, I hope that you know what a Coogan account is, Lariah's mother, because Lariah is entitled to her minimum 15% for all this work that y'all are making her do. And I promise, I'm sure you haven't put no money aside for her because it's not about her. It's about personal gain for you. This is disgusting. And apparently I got an OF account. Apparently she done made an OnlyFans for the baby. A fan page OF account for the baby. Absolutely disgusting. I pray for this little girl because her parents are setting her up for failure. They don't give a damn about her. There ain't no way you can care about your child's welfare and safety doing stuff like this. Having your child around a whole bunch of random adults, having random adults touch your child, have your child on their lap. As a mother, this is disgusting.
Am I hearing the little girl y'all call Miss Shirley, the one who be popping that little hip out of place, who got her boots on the ground apparently? Why are they saying that this little girl be on tour? That actual people book her to come to their venue or events or whatever and pop that little hip? Are you telling me she's being booked to pop that hip? This little girl who don't have a song, ain't made a beat, we ain't never even heard her speak, is being booked. It's not like she invented the dance. It's not like she going on tour with the artist of the song so that he can help promote the song. She just being booked so people could just, grown people at that, could just stand there and watch her and smile and record. Then on top of that, they say this girl is basically doing meet and greets. I guess like after the show, you could like hold her or take a picture with her or something like that. Random grown people who do not know this child from a can of paint is paying a venue to first come and see her pop that little hip. Then, let me be clear, the reason I keep saying pop that hip and not perform is because she's not performing. She don't have a, a choreographed dance. She don't have nothing more than that 1-2 step in that hip hop, as far as I've seen on the internet. So I'm not going to say perform because she's not performing. But yeah, so these people pay to see her and then they wait after so that they can pick her up, hold her in their arms and take a picture with her or look at her and say, hey, I saw you on the internet. What a mama, what a daddy. Better yet, what a grandma, what a great grandma.
What the hell going on with Lil Shirley? No, I ain't gonna call her Miss Shirley because she's a baby. She's a kid. She's a child. Do you understand what I'm saying? Can you see my ass? Probably not because of the shower. But what I'm saying is, The red dress video? What the fuck is that? Like, I want to know, what is the mama trying to do? Is the mama trying to pimp her out? Who's the mama? Why the mama at for Lil Sher? Because this right here is getting ridiculous. I just seen a video with Lil Sher in a red dress. Johnny Gill playing in the background. Y'all know the 80s, 90s, Johnny Gill. Playing in the background, talking about the red dress, put on your high heels. Here she is trying to put her foot in her mama high heels. And then she got the nerve to be trying to put on lipstick. I don't care if it's lip gloss, I don't care. Then put the little baby on the wig. Yeah, the little baby in the red grown folks dress with the wig on. Like, is the mama trying to pimp a dog? Like, what are you doing? You know how many weirdos out here? They're snatching kids' pictures and stuff and videos offline and they don't tell them what they're doing to them. And you gonna continue to promote this for likes and views, your kid, your baby? Like, Lil Shirley got plenty of time to grow up and be a thought. She got plenty of time to do that. Because she already thought at a little bit of age. No disrespect to the little one. It's the mama's fault because she ain't allowing it. She allowing it. But she already at grown folk trail ride, popping fans. Whatever they be doing. No. She need to be running around playing on the playground. Bullshit. That's what she need to be doing. Somebody need to wake up the mama. The mama need a wake-up call. The mama's mama ought to smack the shit out of her for letting her baby do that. Am I tripping? I mean, if I'm tripping, let me know I'm tripping, but my daughters would never.
We've heard from everyone. We've heard what's going on. It is now time for Mind Over Media. Welcome to Mind Over Media, where it's my mind over the media's, where I get to give my perspective on the controversy. As always, no harm, no hate is intended. So the dance itself, I don't think it's terrible. Is it age appropriate? Not really. But I can understand if this is just something that she picked up around the house, if her mom was doing it or family members were doing it and she just kind of picked it up and, mimicked around the house as young children do. What's concerning more so is what happened after the video went viral. It's one thing for a parent to share, a silly clip on the internet, but it becomes a bigger issue when the child starts performing at events, engaging with strangers, and overall she's being turned into a brand. Some people are saying that this isn't our business, right? But when a child is being featured in the public eye to millions of people, it becomes a public conversation. And unfortunately, this isn't the first time the internet has watched a child go viral and become a public figure overnight. We've seen it with Piper Raquel, Lil Tay, and other child influencers. I also want to mention online that people are saying that she's being hated on because she's a confident young black girl. Respectfully, I don't think that's what's happening here in the slightest. I believe most viewers are reacting to what they're seeing. A little girl in environments where the situation doesn't feel age appropriate. I want to ask you guys, do you really think that the thousands of people saving her viral videos of this dance are all innocent young women who think that this video is just adorable? If you truly think that, I think that the world has completely might have fooled you. Overall, this conversation is about protecting. Kids deserve time to just be kids, right? And when we see something that's harmful or that could be harmful in the long run, we have to say something, especially when it's about kids. But we've heard enough from me. I want to hear from you guys. Do you guys think that the internet should be more cautious when it comes to making kids more viral? Where do you draw the line between parenting and overexposure online? And what changes would you guys like to see from social media platforms to ensure that the kids are being protected more? I'd love to hear what you guys think. And yeah, okay, love you. Bye. Mwah.